Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter, and this player, Pavlovic, is about as physically dominant and uncompromising as they come. His game can look a bit chaotic at times, but that's just because of his all-action style. He's simply relentless.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So it's down to business here. Milan have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is...
It's Totti! Brilliant by Totti!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Good pressure, determined, intense. He's under a lot of pressure there. DiMarco. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Salmakas, Fofana. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Totti. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Dovbyk. They want to be quick to recover this. And this is Nakata. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. And this is Nakata. Chance for a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Pulisic. And it's Nakata. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fratesi. Shoots! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he spark a counter here? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pavlovic gets it clear. Modric makes the interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Nakata. And it's made its way to... Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Totti plays it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. Modric. Oh, what a ball! Rafael Leao. Pulisic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Dovbyk. Now it's Totti. Steve Totti! Chance again? No.
Hong Kong really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Totti goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Salmakas. And it's Bartasagi. Rabiot. Bartasagi is wide and looking to get onto this. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was vital.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Dovbyk. DiMarco. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Hong Kong find a position of real strength now. Now it's Pulisic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Could move up a gear here. Muscular approach does pay off here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Thuram goes steaming forward. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, he's burst through! And this is Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, that's nice. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is a great pick out. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Hong Kong absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Hong Kong very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Dovbyk. That's an imaginative pass. And he's picked it up out wide. That's the throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He has a look up. Big chance! No, not quite.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Modric. Rabiot. Now it's Rafael Leao. Bartasagi. He shifted it to the flank. Nakata picks it up out wide. Oh, no joy this time. Modric. For Salamakers. Pulisic. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Looking for options for movement. It's Totti! And he hits the net! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's become a case of men against boys. And it's Salamakers.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Dovbik stood up well to him there. Pavlovic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he get on the end of this? Totti receives it in a wide position. And here's Dumfries, and a chance! And that's past the post.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Hong Kong choosing to make the first change. Modric. Salmakas. Some resolute defending there. And here's Dybala. Salamakas. Fofana. And here's Dybala. Salamakas. Lovely feet. Salamakas! He has done it! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Hong Kong are having a ball here. Fofana. Rafael Leao. Davinta gets across to intercept that. Tomori. Davinta.
Hong Kong have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And this is Dybala. And Dybala! They've done it! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is Dybala. Martinez could try cutting inside here. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's gone loose. Now it's Rafael Leao. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pulisic. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Fofana receives it in a good position here. Chance here to counter. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nice bit of trickery. Martinez. That is good strength. Shot a goal! Fofana. Pulisic. And they can counter here. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Martinez. Chance, surely! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitute.
And the shot! Beautiful from Dybala! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Ha segnato all'88esimo minuto.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Modric. And it's Saelemaekers. Now it's Nkunku. He has found the way through. Thinks about the shot. Great ball, real chance! They've scored! That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
Ha segnato al 90esimo minuto. Numero 10.
Milan playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Martinez just eases him off the ball. Modric. And Bartasagi. He's picked his way through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Nkunku. Now it's Rafael Leao. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? He's scored! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.